going on, guys? Sean here again with the Commands of Christ. Today is store treasures in heaven, and it's in Matthew chapter 6 verse 19 through 24. And Jesus challenges you to store up treasures in heaven, not on earth. He said, because on earth moths and dust corrupt it, and thieves can break in and steal it. He's saying, store up treasures in heaven where moths and dust can't corrupt, and thieves can't break in and steal. And he's saying that where your treasure is, there your heart will be as well. And he goes on to say that the eye is the lamp of the body, and if the eye is full of darkness, the whole body is full of darkness. And he's saying, if what you have in you that you think is light is actually darkness, how great that darkness really is. And he goes on to say that you can't serve two masters. How many times have you been, chasing money, and if God doesn't deliver exactly what you want the way you want it? Let's say for years I prayed and I asked the Lord to bless me and give me provisions and take care of my family and give me vehicle, etc., 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 and I find myself never owning a house, never owning a vehicle, never having what I needed. And I get so upset with him and feel so betrayed. And the whole time he's sitting there saying, you can't serve two masters. And it's like, in my head, I'm not trying to serve two masters. I'm trying to serve him, but I need him to give me this provision so I can live. And his first concern for me is my relationship with him. All in all, the biggest concern on his part for us is that we're close to him and that we follow him. And look at him when he lived on this earth, man. He didn't have a mansion. He wasn't driving around in a Ferrari. He rode in town on a donkey. Look at his prophets. Look at how they ate. John, one of the greatest prophets of the Lord, ate honey and wild locusts. Guys, to be close to Jesus, sometimes it comes with great costs. He never guaranteed, riches and fame. He guaranteed help in times of trouble, comfort, in times of pain and misery, and a friend, a helper, a spiritual guide, a best friend, and somebody you could depend on always, that would never leave you or forsake you, but always be with you. And one thing I can promise you, when I wrap my head around what was important as far as the treasures of heaven, and I began to establish my place there, and visualize my residence, visualize my place, visualize the things that await me. The concerns for earth became lessened. The things here just didn't matter as much. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I have needs. He meets my needs. He gives me what I need and much more. And what I can promise you is, if you are truly dedicated to his purpose, and you're truly dedicated to his kingdom and to his mission, these things we concern ourselves with, these needs that we have, he'll facilitate them. They'll be taken care of. But his first concern is duty and honor and glory to him. He wants you to be like a knight in an army that's willing to lay your life down for Him, and He wants you to serve Him. And I hear some of these kids talking sometimes on Facebook, like, we're slaves. We're a slave. A slave doesn't have a choice. God is a gentleman. He doesn't make you serve Him. He doesn't make you follow Him. He gives you the choice. You have free will. Even Satan, when Satan fell from heaven, Satan had the choice. He chose to want to be God. God didn't make him do that. And he certainly had to have a mind to be able to make a decision like that. He wasn't just a robot, and neither am I, and neither are you. He gives you a choice to serve Him, and He gives you a choice to follow Him, and following Him will be one of the utmost greatest decisions you could ever make in your entire life. It is beyond the best decision. If you never had anything your whole life, if you lived the rest of your life and you never became a CEO, or you never won a battle, you never own a house, you never own a car, you never have anything, you don't have nothing. If you have Him, you have more than anyone on this earth. You're rich. You have an eternal retirement plan, an eternal residence, an eternal, in a sense of what these people visualize as a mansion. You have it for eternity. He's challenging you to invest your time, your energy, and your efforts into the next life, because this is nothing but a glimpse. Anyway, guys, be blessed, store up treasures in heaven, love Jesus, and we'll talk to you guys later.